The importance of timely and meaningful feedback. Similar to face-to-face courses, frequent communication and feedback from an instructor can increase a student's engagement in an online course and their chances of success. Regular office hour meetings, emails, forum posts and responses, one-to-one chat sessions or phone calls, or giving detailed comments accompanied by specific examples on graded work are all possible forms of feedback that can be used when teaching online. Even with these options, the online environment may present some unique communication challenges. Many online students are trying to balance their work, family, and other obligations in addition to their coursework, which means some students may not be able to attend every synchronous office hours or class chat session. Others may not be active through email or module forums for these same reasons. However, this is a communication gap that can be bridged with meaningful feedback. Keep in mind that feedback and grading are not one and the same, but rather two parts of a whole. A grade may reflect a quantitative summary of the student's performance, but instructor feedback provides the in-depth, qualitative component that they can use to improve and learn. Since feedback has a formative purpose to enable students to take action and improve their learning, timing is critical. Delayed feedback loses value and purpose because it may not be actionable by the time the student receives it. This is especially important in accelerated courses where the pace is intense. Due to the accelerated nature of LSU online courses, the suggested turnaround for grading is 2 to 3 days after the work is submitted. Ideally, feedback and grades should be shared with students before they progress to the next assessment to give them a chance to reflect and improve as they progress through the course. One way to deliver feedback is adding written feedback while grading. Despite the quick turnaround time, this feedback should be more than "great job," "pay closer attention to the instructions," or a collection of general statements that the student cannot use to take action. Here are a few tips to follow when delivering feedback to your students. Be constructive. Provide feedback that is helpful and encouraging. The purpose of feedback is to show students opportunities for growth, so your comments should be information specific and based on observations rather than on the person. Maintaining a constructive tone, even while delivering feedback on an assignment that did not score well, can help encourage students and lead them to improving their work without damaging their confidence. Try to end your feedback with an action plan that the student can follow and refer back to as they progress through the course. Be specific. Rather than telling a student, "This is too vague," or "This was used incorrectly," tell them how it was used incorrectly or why it was vague and provide an example. Providing examples showing how to use something correctly or how to improve something is constructive. Through this type of feedback, students can learn from their mistakes. Use appropriate language. Even in upper-level courses, some students may not be as well versed in the jargon or technical language as you expect. This does not mean your feedback should be delivered in oversimplified terms. You are still encouraged to maintain your own voice as often as possible, but heavy use of jargon, unnecessary technical language, shorthand, and acronyms should be avoided. This is especially important while grading and delivering feedback for work assigned in the beginning of the course, as the use of this sort of language may intimidate or alienate students. Using simpler terms that students can understand will help establish a welcoming and supportive tone that encourages conversations between all participants in the learning environment. Focus on high-priority issues. The pace of LSU online courses are accelerated for both instructors and students since they have shorter timelines to complete and submit their assignments. Similarly, faculty have a shorter window of time to then grade and return the assignments. To save time for both you and your students, try to keep your feedback on point and focused on high-priority issues. Don't spend too much of your time addressing smaller issues. For example, if a student lists citations incorrectly throughout their assignment, you don't have to address the issue each time. You can address the issue once and provide an example as well as a link to a style guide to show them how to cite things correctly. Spend more time focusing on what you feel your students need to know and do in order to improve their work. Smaller things like adhering to a style guide can be addressed along the way. The idea of feedback may sound very time-consuming, especially when you're holding office hours, grading, or teaching multiple courses. Though many quizzes and lesson activities are graded automatically, feedback delivered during one of these activities can be just as helpful as the personalized feedback delivered on a larger assignment. Automatic feedback can be added to quizzes and other auto-graded assessments in Moodle. Though the feedback is not personalized, some general feedback to follow through the activity can be helpful to students who are having difficulty with the course material. Create a general feedback bank or feedback templates based on common mistakes or trends in student work. Rather than having to address the same problem repeatedly on every student assignment, you can use the same feedback. It may help to keep a copy of good, detailed feedback on hand when you are in a rush. Using rubrics can also be helpful to deliver timely feedback. Moodle features a rubric tool that allows you to list detailed grading criteria and points, and enter a grade in the Moodle assignment activity. Consider sharing rubrics with your students in advance so they can refer to them as they complete their work. This provides them with details, expectations, and requirements you will be looking for as you grade, and gives them a goal to meet. Tools like Turnitin allow you to mark up student work with inline comments and quick marks, or templated comments you can drag and drop into the document. You can also attach and use a rubric with Turnitin. This way your feedback is in line with the student's work. Using the review tools in Microsoft Word provide a similar result. Some feedback may be better delivered in person. Video tools like Zoom can be used to share feedback during one-to-one meetings with students. In these video sessions, you can share or record your screen so you and the student can be on the same page as you discuss their work. To help you keep track of grading, Moodle has several built-in shortcuts. First, the Moodle activity completion email notifications that Moodle sends out to instructors as soon as students submit their work or complete an activity in Moodle. Next, the resources located on the My Courses page. The grading and forum post lists update regularly to show recent student activity. The deadlines list and Moodle calendar show the due dates for any upcoming activities. You can also add events or reminders to your Moodle calendar that will also appear in the deadlines list. These resources can help you track both when student activities are due and when they are completed by students. They also provide links or shortcuts that allow you to access either a single student's work or the overall activity. This concludes our look at providing timely and meaningful feedback. For more information on the technologies covered in this video, visit groq.lsu.edu. If you have any Moodle or technology-related questions or would like assistance, please contact the Faculty Technology Center at 225-578-3375, option 2, or ftc@lsu.edu.